you get that? Like I said.
They're little mics that pick up ambient noise instead of me screaming. Which is so much. I have it set to just pick up crowd noise instead of people speaking. And every time I record, all you hear me go, really distracting.
That's a video recorder.
This is it. The quality on it is amazing. As long as I put it clear. Are you doing the whole thing? I'm just going to say in the office.
Everybody that walks out of it,
yeah, no one seems to really care. I'm not a goalie. Well, I'm not a goalie parent today.
I always say to the goalie parents, your kid, you give it to me, I can throw it in, and I can make it
So for my son, I post it and I just keep it there. For her games, I usually play in the offense. I get a little bit of the team, but I don't keep it in one spot. For his games, it's easy. You don't move.
Yeah, I know. Same thing with my son. It's like as soon as he passes the blue line, I can start recording.
I just keep it on the whole time, and then I find the hard and they go. I'll send you some videos.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sorry, I've been moving the camera around to try and get a better advantage without blocking everybody behind us. The stands are only about 8 feet deep. Hopefully the girls don't freeze, as the rink is actually extremely colder than it is outside. If you see what looks like fog, that's probably my breath, because everybody is fogging up the place with. It's going to be Lady Rough Riders playing against Tampa Bay Crunch. If it looks like the ceiling is falling in, it definitely looks the same way in person. I'm not sure what it is, tinfoil. Liberal use of tinfoil hanging down, falling off the ceiling.
sat there. I don't know if she eats out.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Looks like we're going to have Jesse Page on the far side, Sammy on this near side, Josie and Harper S back here on D. Good face-off win by Jesse. Gets over to Page, and she got tripped up. No call, though. Gets back to Harper at the blue line. Shot toward goal. It goes a little bit wide. Josie stops at that blue line, gets up to Page, glances off her, skates back behind the net. Tampa's trying to rush it down with pressure from Sammy and Page. Tampa almost got it out, but going to have no offside call. Oh, the puck just went up and hit into the Tampa's bench. It was a good start for the first period. 15-minute periods. 14:25 on the clock. We have Maddie Lemon, Ori, Ads, Andrea, and Georgia back here on D. Tampa gets out of the zone, across the red line, pucks all the way behind the goal line. Olive's in the net. Andrea and Georgia gets the puck up to Ori. Ori bounces off the wall. Turnover here right in front of us in the neutral zone. Lemon back to Georgia. Georgia up to Ads, gets past her. They did a bad pass. Ori intercepted, shot on goal, and their goalie picked it up on their glove side. 13:51.
We started early? So weird. Huh? We did start early. It's not even 10:40. Yeah. It's a fun little room. I do too. I like your house.
Looks like we have Grayson, Maeve, and Collie out there on that front line. Eddie Benish and Josie back here on D as Tampa brings it into our zone. Puck back behind the net. They get it over in the near corner. Josie's got it over in that far corner. She's got two on her. Grayson's backing her up. They do a centering pass to right in front of the wall, and Maddie Benish batted it off. Maeve putting some good pressure as it went back into their zone. Jesse comes off the bench. It's a turnover here in the neutral zone. Gets back to Josie. Josie banks it off the wall. Jesse to Maeve. Maeve's down the inside circle as she's got three Tampa players around her. Can't see much more than there's just a battle here, and I'm pretty sure the puck just went up and over the wall. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We have Jesse coming out to the face-off point. Paige and Sammy, Harper and Harper on D. Back to Harper O, takes a shot, goes a little wide. Turnover there right at the blue line. Harper O picks it up and takes it into the zone. Takes a shot toward goal, goes a little wide as it bounces off one of the D players. Back to Harper O again at the blue line. She puts it along the inside wall. Puck's down to that goal line. Tampa picks it up. Jesse's putting some pressure down with Sammy up against that wall. Gets to Jesse put it to Harper S. Harper S took a shot and it went wide. It's going to be all the way across the red line. No icing call as Tampa got there first. Harper S and Harper O putting some good pressure back behind the goal line. It's up to Sammy. Sammy bats it in. Tampa picks it up right at their blue line. They go D to D. Jesse's right on the back. I'm sorry, that's Ads. Got Lemon putting some good pressure on. Ori picks it off right at the red line. She brings it into the zone. She takes a shot, goes a couple feet wide to the right of the goalie. Harper S stops that blue line with a kick to the puck. She's got it. She glances off the wall, goes back behind. Ori picks it up, back at the goal line on the sin side. Shot on goal, but the D intercepted the shot. They put it back into the sin side wall. Andrea is putting some pressure on as they go forward to forward. Harper S picked it up, and then Tampa picked it up again and got an offside call as they drifted into the zone at 11:01. Have a face-off here right in front.
Go Lightning!
Looks like we have Maeve, Grayson, and Collie on the front line. Georgia and Andrea. Some back and forth. Maeve stops a pass. Puck's actually on its way to their goalie as they smother it as Maeve was chasing it down. I think that's a shot on goal by Maeve. Same crew out here. Good tie-up between Grayson and their center. Tampa's trying to get out of their zone. Holly just got shoved in the back by Tampa there, right in front of the bench. Tampa brings it back into the zone, goes back behind Olive. Andrea gets to it first. Good. Andrea is super stable on her feet as the girl bounced into the wall off of Andrea. Gets over to Holly, but there's a turnover. Tampa's taking a shot off Olive once, twice. Georgia's picking it up. She's skating it out, getting it out of the zone. She's past Paige. Paige and Samir following Georgia into the zone. Georgia centers it. It's right over to Maeve. Shot toward goal, but it goes a little bit wide. Comes down this inside wall. Maddie Benish ties it up right at the blue line. Good battle. It's like that was Benish and Paige and Maddie Benish. Puck gets all the way down into our zone as Tampa changes out that line. Sammy takes it out of the zone. Tries to do a centering pass, but it goes a little wide off one of the other players' skates. Back to Maddie Benish at our blue line. She looks for a good pass forward. Actually glances off the wall, so there won't be any kind of icing. We're all the way down to 9:20 in the first period. And I guess that's an icing. We're down to 9:18 in this first period. I'm chuckling because the ref looks like he may be in his 70s. I hope I'm still moving around that good at 7 years old. Tampa wins that faceoff shot and goal from Tampa at 9:12. They won the faceoff. They got it back to this inside wall and took a shot from a few feet in front of the blue line. We have Lemon, Ori, and Ads up here on the front line. Harper and Harper on D. Good face-off win by Lemon. Gets over to Ori. Turnover there right inside the face-off circle. They get it down into the zone. Harper Rose putting some pressure on with Maddie Lemon as they get tied up in that far circle. Harper O up to Ads, over to Lemon. It's a centering pass, so it got tied up against Tampa. Lemon lost an edge, hit the wall. So the puck gets from the inside circle, and goal number 2 at 8:46 as they do a centering pass to a waiting player hanging out in front of Olive.
Yeah, that's his turn.
Grayson, Colley, and Maeve up here on the front end. Georgia and Andrea back here on D. Tampa wins that faceoff. They get back to their D. They pass it up to the forward line. Shot on goal. Bounces. There's a rebound off Olive. Actually hit her stick and bounced out. Puck's right in the creases. Andrea dived, covered up the puck there briefly. That's tied up here on this inside of this wall. Can't quite see. Andrea's gets it up and past, all the way past, no icing, as Maeve's down there putting pressure on that player back behind the net. They pass it all the way up. That's going to be an icing against Tampa. Whistle blew right at the 8-minute mark in this first period. Face off on that far circle with Jesse, Sammy, and Paige. We're going to have Josie and Maddie Benish back here underneath. Face-off win by Tampa, just barely. I think it just glanced more off both their sticks and fell backwards. Sammy tries to get a shot, gets caught up in the skates. Back to Josie. Josie takes a shot, goes wide in front of the goalie. Went across the crease though, it's too wide. Maddie Benish saves his blue line once, twice. She gets knocked off. Paige picks it up. She tries to get a shot off from the inside circle. Gets back to Josie, right at the top of the point. Puck is loose and goal. Josie, there is a rebound. Paige picked it up as her goalie was scrambling to find it. So that is a goal at 7:32, Lady Rough Riders. Sammy back to Maddie Benish. Maddie Benish takes it right in front of Olive over to Josie. Josie passes it back up to Sammy. Sammy's all the way in the zone. Top of the point, tries to get a centering pass. Jesse picks it up off the Tampa skate. Tampa's bringing it on this inside wall as they take it out of the zone. Maddie Benish gets a bit of a stick on it. They do a centering pass over the far side. Josie's putting some good pressure on, following the girl all the way back behind Olive. They're doing a centering pass. Maddie Benish bats it over to Jesse. Jesse takes it out of the zone. Bit of confusion there at the center circle. Perez bats it forward to Ori. Ori's all the way in the zone, putting that speed on, shot toward goal. Actually, looks like it was a wobbling shot. Harper S gets to that puck over on that far side. Adds gets a stick on it, bounces off just below the Tampa's bench edge. Harper bats it in. Harper O catches it on this inside wall, goes all the way around. Tampa's looking to skate it out. They pass right to Harper S. She saved it up at the blue line, back and forth as there's some confusion as Tampa is trying to change up players. Lemon up to Harper S, up to Ads, back to Lemon. Lemon puts it across, no icing as it was right at the red line. 5:51 on the clock. Puck goes out and across. Tampa is putting some speed on. Harper S saw it coming. She got tied up with two players up against that wall. Harper had a player's glove in her face. She looked kind of angry about that. No icing as the puck goes all the way across the ice. That'll be a fun replay for Harper to look at later because she looked angry. I'm sure she was telling her how good she enjoyed playing with the girl. Some back and forth here with Grayson and Maeve as they get it into the zone. Colley picks it up right at that blue line on Tampa's side. Gets to Grayson. Grayson does a pass, but it was way too hot as it gets past Maeve. She chased it down, get it back behind that goal line. Colley put some great pressure. She actually puts the girl into the wall. Playing the puck, of course. Andrus gets it out of the neutral zone, back into the zone. We're resetting with Andrea passing across the ice. Good tie-up between Colley and Maeve there right at the top of the point. Puck gets all the way back into our zone. George is putting some speed on. Andrew is screening her as she's all the way into the zone. She stops at the blue line, takes a shot. She stopped, turned, and took a shot. That was a nice move as Tampa was a little confused as they thought that she was going to continue to skate in. Andrew, right at the faceoff point, bounces off the wall just as Tampa's changing out their players. Paige is putting pressure on as we're getting some fresh players on. Josie, Sammy, Jesse. and Page. Puck's right in front of the crease. Oh, there's a rebound. Oh, their goalie smothered up as Page and Sammy were battling their D, trying to get any kind of rebound. We're down to 3:46. We have Josie and Maddie Benish back here on D. Sammy, Jesse, and Paige on the front line. Tampa tries to get out of the zone, stops right at the blue line once, twice, gets out in a pass. They're into the zone. Jesse's getting a great back check as she goes into the inside corner. Josie wraps it around the wall. It's past Sammy as their deep blue line catches it. That is going to be a tripping. Excuse my cough as looks like Josie's in the box for tripping at 3:22. It's going to be a 90-second penalty kill. Looks like we have Harper, Maddie Benish, Harper S on D with Lemon and Ori. It's 5-on-4. Can't quite see who's down here in the corner. Puck is out. Ori's taking it down the center of the ice. She's out there in front. She just got the goalie. And it's a goal. Short-handed goal. Ori at 3:06. Outstanding. We have a tied-up game. Let's go Rough Riders. Lemon Ori coming out here on the front. Harper and Harper on D for this penalty kill as we tied up the game. Face-off win by Tampa. They take a shot, but it goes way high, almost hitting out of the wall. It's tied up in this inside corner with Harper and Lemon. Shot on goal as it glances off. I think there's a pass back. May pushes it through the blue line between three players. Looks like we're changing. Looks like we have Harper and Harper on D now. Maeve, Grayson on the front end. They take another glancing shot. They're blocking. They take a shot. I think Harper S stopped it with their stick. Grayson to Harper S. Harper S takes it into the zone. Gets back to Grayson at the blue line. Grayson takes a shot. Gets glanced off one of the Tampa's sticks. We got 17 seconds in this penalty kill as Tampa tries to regroup to do the one-player advantage on us. We got a superhero taking it all the way through all of us. They try and take a shot, but she didn't have any backup. May takes it into the zone, gets off the end of her stick just as we go back 5-on-5. Josie gets it back to Andrea. They've got it right at the right side of that blue line. Pretty sure just watch Maeve hack and leave a mark on that girl's stick. Puck gets covered up as the puck dribbled over to their goalie. It's always fun for the girls to play up here as the refs let quite a bit of action happen on the ice, which I think the girls enjoy. Good face-off win. We're working on keeping the puck in the zone between Josie, Collie, Paige, and Andrea. Tampa's just desperate to get it out of the zone. Might have to glance forward as I lose that shot toward goal by Andrea, but it goes and bounces off a few skates. Centering pass shot by Collie. Looks like Tampa's going to go warm up that penalty bench, number 28. I didn't see what the call was. Tripping, a check? Check or tripping? We'll go with that. 55 seconds left in this first period. 90 seconds on this power play as we have Harper S. and Josie. Jesse, shot on goal. Harper S. took a shot. It went from Jesse to Sammy, back to Jesse. Harper again. I think it just hit the goalie's face mask. Harper took that second shot. They get it out across the ice. Josie's going to do the cutoff as their player takes a shot toward goal. It goes off the side of the net, as you can hear the parent excited as it looked like it was a goal from this angle. Some dangling by this one of the players between Harper S. and Josie. They were able to put enough pressure on the girl that she didn't get too much of a shot off on Olive. Puck's loose back behind. Jesse picks it up back behind Olive. She's looking for an exit right as the last seconds on that clock go off. All right, we'll be coming into the second period. Tied up game in a power play for the Lady Rough Riders.
Yeah. You need to hang out with us. I can try recording for us. You got blind spots. Really bad?
Yeah, I'm like busting my shit.
Yeah, that one's really bad.
Yeah, it's my shit.
I think I got that amazing.
Grayson Victoria.
Yeah, I think I got that. That would be nice. Maddie's, I'm not sure if I got because I went this way to look at her. Yeah, and then I'm not sure if I got that. I know. But cheers. I'll see what I get up. Yeah, it's not that.
All right, there's the buzzard. Either team is quite ready to come out, and the refs are still sitting. The official really enjoys that horn as he kept smashing it, trying to get the refs to come out to start the game early. Olive in the Tampa goalie, fist gloved, bumped each other as we switch sides. On the front end we have Paige, Jesse, and Sammy on that far side. Harper S. and Josie on D. Tampa won that faceoff as they get it in and out. Josie stopped her from getting too far in. She's skating it all the way across the red line into the zone. Far side, that speed, takes the shot, goes right in front of their goalie across the crease. Paige tries to get that puck back. They get it back to Harper S. right in front of the Rough Riders bench. She wraps it back around. Paige is getting to it first. Jesse's backing her up. Sammy's backing her up. Paige, centering pass by Paige went off their D as the penalty or the power play expired for the Rough Riders. They get it out past the blue line. Josie and Jesse are putting pressure on. Jesse gets a great back check on the girl. Ties her up in the wall. Paige bats it forward. Shot toward goal from the blue line. It was a little behind. Josie up to Sammy's, had a little bit of heat on it. Not sure who passed it across the ice, but got all the way back to their D as Paige put some pressure on. We're on the wrong side of that offside. So they tried to hop off nonchalantly. It didn't work out too well. They blew the whistle. 13:41. We'll have a face-off.
Oh man! I'm so frozen.
There's some commentary coming from the ref as he found a frozen mouth guard off the ice. Looks like we have Lemon, Ads, and Ori for this front line. Georgia and Harper O back here on D as the pass got centered. Their D picked it up. Great back check by Ads. Gets over to this far forward on Tampa as she wraps it back behind the goal line. Looks like Georgia got to it next.
Come on, girls. Riders, you got it.
Up to Lemon, back to Georgia.
Oh, come on. You got it. You got it.
Georgia got it up and over the center red line and wrapped it all the way around to that far side. Ori got to it. It's tied up just as we got. Thankfully, we didn't get too many players on the ice as we were changing out right then in the zone.
Come on, Riders.
We got it down into our zone. Ori batted around the player. Their far back D player hit it into this near wall. Back to Georgia. Georgia gets out to Colley. Colley's giving chase back behind the net. Excuse me. We have every player in the world on Rough Riders as we are inside the zone. All right, Maeve over to Colley. She gets lost with the puck there as it goes off the skates. Colley's looking for an opening here. She takes it in. Tampa sat back and watched her bring it in until the last minute. Georgia takes a shot, but it goes a couple feet to the right of the goal line. Of the goal post. Harper saves the blue line at the last second as it was going out. Colley checks the girl into the wall. That was not playing the puck, but right in front of the ref, and the ref didn't say a word. So I think the refs think it is a checking league, which can start getting dangerous. Georgia gets out of the zone, gets past Maeve. Their D player picked it up. Georgia stops it before going back into the zone again. Small discussion between Georgia and one of the forwards here, just out of camera range, as there's some shoving going on. Tampa's trying to get it out of the zone. Jesse's putting some good pressure on. She's got more speed than that player does. She's getting over to it. Sammy picks it up. Unspoken consent between the two as they let each other get the puck. Puck gets out of the zone. Josie picks it up. She banks it off the wall. It goes a little wide. Sammy puts a little bit of a shoulder on the girl as they try and get it out. Bad pass. And we got some more back and forth as we're just causing Tampa to skate everywhere after us with some good passes. Page gets it back to Maddie Benish at the blue line. Maddie Benish takes a shot, but it glances off. Jesse picks up the rebound. Hits another Tampa player. Puck goes out and across. Josie's getting to it first. The other Tampa player goes down. She's got two on her. That one goes down, Trace, to keeping up with Josie. Sounds like a sitcom. Good pass from Ori up to Ads, but it glances off. There's just too much heat on it. Josie's putting some pressure on as she recovers the puck, gets back to their D-line. Their D-line takes a shot. Pass from Jessie up to Ori. Ori's into the zone. Shot toward goal as she loses an edge or taken off her skate from another player. Centering pass from Ads, but Ori wasn't quite there yet. Ori took quite a spill there. Harper O just took a spill. She went into the zone, shot on goal. There's a rebound. Still there. Ads picks it up, takes it straight down the center. Out of the zone. Nice. Dangling. She glances off the right below the edge of the wall in the Rough Riders. Maeve gets down to it back behind their goal line. Colley stops it from getting over that goal line. She does a backhand pass right to, Lemon. The puck went off the stick and went up and over the net. You can't do that. The girl grabbed the puck out of the air, threw the puck like a baseball, lost her glove. I think there's some frustration by Tampa. Wrong sport, that's right. We're not playing baseball here. That was awesome. A little comic relief as that girl goes into the penalty bench. We have 90 seconds of a penalty play here with Maeve, Grayson, and Colley. Harper and Harper back here on D. We still have a tied-up game at 8:39 on the clock. Gets over to Harper O. She puts it in deep once, twice, as there's a little back and forth. Colley got to the puck back behind the goal line. She does a centering pass. Grayson picks it up, does a wraparound off the goalie's leg pad. Tampa's skating out of the zone. Harper O catches her right at red line. Excuse me. I think it hiccups as I'm talking. Back to Harper S. Harper S gets a pass that had enough energy to go right off Tampa's skate. She brings it into the zone. And we've got an offside call. Maeve was just over the line when Colley was bringing it in. There's a delay on Colley as she's bringing it in, so Maeve went forward without seeing her getting caught up. But we'll have a face-off here right in front of us, right at the 8-minute mark again in the second period. 48 seconds left in this power play. Jesse, Paige, and Sammy on this front line. Maddie, Benish, and Josie on D. Sammy, to Josie, to Paige. Nice blind pass by Paige. You can see how rough this game is getting there as Jesse's battling the girl up against the glass. Maddie Benish keeps it forward. Paige picks it up. Takes a shot into the waiting glove, but that was a nice shot by Paige. 24 seconds left in this penalty, in this power play. Tampa wins that face-off. They get it back to their D. Their D wraps over in this wall. Paige gets it, dumps it in deep. Sammy's right there. Goes for a wraparound. Nice move. I couldn't even see it until the last second. Their goalie was able to smother it up. 10 seconds left in this power play. Tampa changes out a couple players. Still a 5-on-4 advantage. Jesse wins that face-off. Their center got in there and batted it to the side back to their D player. They take it out of the zone just as the power play expires. Maddie Benish gets it up to Paige. She gets it up to Sammy. Sammy wasn't quite ready for it, so glanced off, went to their D player. Their D player batted it right to Jesse. Getting across the ice to open pastures here as Maddie Benish catches them right at the blue line. Good pressure as they try and take a shot. There's a shot. Josie bats it over into the wall as there's a rebound off Olive. 6:40 in the second period. Josie bats it over to Ori. Their D player came forward, got to it first. They do a centering pass. Maddie Benish saw it happening. Some more back and forth as Tampa's looking for that opening to get a shot off. Josie's got it. She bats it up to Ori. All right, Ori bats it against the wall as a feint. turnover there right as we were going into the zone. There's going to be a offside call. Ori just did a nice move, as delayed it as we were getting on the ice. Their D passed it right to Maddie Benish. Maddie right up to Ori again. Ori brings it into the zone, but gets turnover there at the blue line. 5:55 in the second period. As they take it straight down the center. Shot toward the, ooh, that was a hot shot as it goes up and over Olive. Ori plowed the girl into the wall. She's slow to get up. Ad's getting tied up. She gets it up to Ori. Ori gets caught up. Ads backs her up, gets it into the zone. 5:30 on the clock. Good battling by Ads. Lemons, it's knocked off her skates as she's battling in that far wall. Their D gets it back to Georgia. Georgia's making sure that shot on goal, but their D came in closed up the shooting lane. They put it all the way down the ice. It's icing. All right, who do we got on the ice right now? We have colleague Grayson, Andrea, Maeve, and Georgia. 5:09 on this tied-up game in the second. Tampa wins that face-off. Get it back to their D. Their D tries to go back behind the net. We put enough pressure on. They wrap it up. Andrea puts it back in deep. Grayson's got it. Takes a little snapshot. Georgia gets it before it gets out of the zone. She tries to center it. Gets tied up. Georgia stops the pass forward. Maeve was backing her up. Tampa goes to that far side. Andrea stops it. Grayson tries to center it up to Maeve. Maeve checks the girl from behind. Right there at the bottom of the circle, the ref wasn't looking. Nope, as a icing as Georgia tried to save that blue line, but it just went over. He was right behind her.
Come on, Jeff.
All right, face off with Jesse, Sammy, and Paige up front. Harper and Harper back here on D. Face off win by Tampa. I'm surprised on how many face off wins Tampa's getting against us. Harper saves that blue line, which, I mean, from this angle, looked like it went over, but no whistle. Tampa picks off a pass forward back to Harper O. Harper O passes it forward back to their D. This is their same D player that mistakenly threw the puck along with her glove earlier. Some back and forth as the puck gets passed side to side. They smash the puck across. They've got a really fast player. Harper O just kept it away as Harper S puts some pressure on. Harper O backs her up as they center it. Harper S puts the girl into the wall. Little love tap on Valentine's Day. 3:15 on the clock as the puck goes all the way back to that goal line. We change out some Rough Riders. Paige, Jesse, Harper S, Maddie Benish, and Ori as Maddie Benish just puts a delay there on that puck. Tampa's going to change out some of their players. Harper S picks up the puck back at the goal line. She's got one trying to put pressure on her. She pushes it to Maddie Benish. Gets tapped forward just as Tampa gets on the ice. They take a shot from that blue line, goes wide. It's like Olive was coming out for that catch, though. It's on her glove side. Puck's back and forth as Tampa picks it up again. Maddie Benish puts some pressure on. Looks like Lemon's out there. They do a centering pass. Lemon's putting some pressure on. Tampa lost their edge. More pressure by Lemon as they're trying to get it out of that corner. Maddie Benish and Lemon are just back and forth over and over. They get it up to Ori finally, up to this outside wall. She taps it in. She's got way more speed than their D. Shot on goal. The puck is in. Up. It went up. Looks like maybe the leg pad hit the shoulder on their goalie and rolled off of her back into the goal. That is a goal number 3 right at the 2-minute whistle blow in the second period. That puts Lady Rough Riders up by 1 against Tampa Bay Crunch. We have the main walkway, pretty much the only walkway possible in this facility. So we'll have the entire another team, Mountain Select from Colorado, going outside to warm up. Grayson wins that face-off. Some back and forth right there. She puts it in deep into the zone. She loses an edge. Colley's putting some pressure on from behind. Maeve catches her. The net goes off its pegs. Blow the whistle, ref. No, he's just going to fix it. It went a foot off. Maddie Benish picks it up. She gets it over to Josie in her zone. She puts it back across up to Maeve. Maeve tries to get it into the zone. It goes in and out, back to Josie. Josie's got that long reach. It's a little past her as it goes into the zone. They're rushing someone named Avery as we hear all the parents saying, go Avery. Maddie Bennett gets a great back check. Colley gets put into the wall down there. We're down to a minute 5. Tampa's trying to put some pressure on them as it's back behind. Josie does a backhanded pass up to Colley. Colley skates it out. We're 50 seconds as she skates it up. Turnover there right at the neutral zone. Paige comes onto the ice for Colley. Looks like Maeve and Grayson are coming off as there's 4 on 3 down there in our zone. Paige picks up a rebound off Maddie Benish. She's skating it all the way across into the zone. She's trying to go down the center. Takes a backhanded shot. Jesse was there for a rebound, but it didn't go right to the goal. It went back behind. Excuse me. We change out some more players. Sammy's dangling over there in that far circle. They pass it right to Georgia. 5 seconds left as she chases it down back behind the net. That is the end of second period. Great second period as we are now leading going into the final 15 minutes of this game.
Yeah, it was very fun.
We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
Yeah, I went back and forth exactly. Like moving it around. I don't like this. Red is the house, right? I would imagine. I'm on blue. Red is the house. Or is green? Probably green. Yeah, the red. Green is like here. I know. Yeah.
So our second game today starts at 3:30 Central or near that time. We started about 20 minutes early here for this game. The next facility that we're at apparently is they have a rule that no one can stream the games. You have to subscribe to the Black Bear video. I'm going to play dumb and try and do it anyhow. So it may be interrupted later. Hopefully I'll give everyone warning if they tell me I can't do it. But it also may be that we don't even get started streaming for the second game. All right, last 15 minutes of this game. Sammy on this near side, Jesse center. Page on that far side. Josie and Harper S. Back to Harper S. Gets over to Josie. Josie passes it forward to Page as we get into the zone. Sounded like metal clattering over there. I don't know what they hit. Josie keeps it from leaving the zone. Page gets tied up right in the center. Puck went right underneath the skates of everybody. Harper S. bats it forward up to Page. Page to Jessie. Jessie got caught up in the skates. She puts it back to Josie. Josie to Harper S. Harper S. is dangling. She put it in the center. Takes a shot off the leg pad. Great shot. A couple more inches to the left, it would have had a goal number 4. Tampa tries to get it out of the zone as Josie ties it up right inside the neutral zone. Page tries to drive it in. Josie puts a wide pass back to Harper. It's all the way back to the goal line. Harper does a backhanded pass to herself. That was pretty smooth. She gets it up to Josie as Josie takes it up to Sammy. Tampa gets a piece of that stick just as the pass was happening. Josie to Harper S. Harper puts a good pass across the ice just as Ori comes on the ice. It got turned over there right at the red line. I am loving the amount of solid passes we're getting in this game. More battling as they try and center it. Puck's all the way down. Ori skated all the way down. She takes a shot. Puck is loose. Oh. Ori just won gold in the fastest sprint down the ice ever. 13:08. I think that's officially the fastest Ori has ever skated. That was very, very fast. Face-off win by Grayson back to Andrea. Andrea's top of the point. Oh, she just lost the edge. She takes a shot anyhow. Grayson was looking for a rebound. Andrea just battled the girl off her skates. Back to Georgia. Georgia tried to do a pass forward. It got caught up in the skates. Olive just came out a little bit and covered up. That was a good plan. Tampa's coming out hot. Andrea and Georgia are for D. Maeve, Grayson, and Holly. Puck is loose as Andrea gets control of it, gets it through to the Tampa players down the ice. It's an icing call, but we'll take it. Jesse Page and Sammy with Maddie Benish and Josie on D. Maddie Benish gets it up to Page on this inside wall. Goes back to their D. They take a shot, goes 10 feet to Olive's right. Josie gets up to Sammy. Page gets it as she knocks the player out of the way. They do a turnover there right at the blue line. Josie gets it. She's got someone nearly as tall as her, putting some pressure on her. Page gets it forward. There's some, thankfully no refs saw that. There's some physical stuff going there between the Rough Raiders and Tampa. Maddie Bish gets it right at the blue line, but it got past. Josie's putting pressure on his shot on Olive, glances off to that far corner. Jesse gets to it. Josie gets a shot block. Puck goes a smidgen wide of Olive. Maddie Bish puts some good pressure on. Gets it up and over the skate. Page skating it into the zone. Their D got to it first. Some back and forth as that same number 24 player is bringing it straight down the center. Shot toward goal, it goes wide. Back to their D. Harper S gets a skate off of it. They try and do a slap shot. It came up a little short of the slap shot. They get it down to this inside corner. They do a centering pass, and that is a goal to someone waiting on the doorstep right at 11:02. We have a 3-3 game in the third period with 11:02 left.
Let's go, Bolts!
Georgia and Andrea. Olive is having to reset the pegs on the net. All right.
Let's go! Keep moving, right?
Ref said that's not going anywhere. We've got a face-off. Lemon adds and Ori on the front line. Andrea and Georgia for D. Good battling right here down in front between Tampa and the Rough Riders. Huck back to their D. Ori puts in. Stotts are coming to the zone once. Just made it over. Gets back to Georgia. Oh, Georgia lost an edge right in front of Olive. Oh, Andrea got it over in that far wall. Here comes Mountain Select. Parading in front of us as we are doing the game. All right, Lemon wraps it over into this corner. I think Ads got to it. Some more back and forth. All right, it's loose. Ads got it. Just trying to get it through three of the players. Ori's putting a check. Andrew shoves one of the girls out of the top of the point there. Lemon bats it forward up to Ori. Ori's picking up right in front of turnover there, right in front of the Rough Riders bench. Georgia skates it out. Good job, Georgia. Across the red line. Bar circle. Takes a shot, goes right in front of the goalie, across the crease. Tampa puts it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call all day, right at 9:34. Tied up game in the third period. Maddie Benish and Josie back on D. Maeve, Colley, and... Oh, Maeve takes it. Oh, she tries to get a backhanded shot, but it went a little wide. Tampa puts it up. There's their number 24, skating all the way down. Josie got to it first. Josie's all the way across the zone. Go, Josie, go. She's in the zone. Inside circle. Centers it, shot on goal. There's a rebound. Maeve's chasing over into that corner. They get it out the zone. Andy Bench chasing it down into our zone. Josie up to Maeve. Maeve's taking in the zone. Colley's backing her up on the 6. Shot toward goal goes a little wide on the glove side. Colley got to it first. Tampa's taken back behind. Jesse's putting some pressure on. She stops it from getting over that goal line.
Good job, Jesse.
Jesse back to Josie. Josie's at the top of the point. Takes a backhanded shot. Just barely goes wide. Oh, that looks like a tripping, but no tripping call against Colley. Colley plowed the girl into the wall, I guess as a thank you. It's going to be a offside call against Lady Rough Riders.
Come on, Riders! Keep it up!
Going to be a physical game out there as the girls are flat out checking each other into the walls at this point. 8:09 left in this game.
No, you do not.
Jesse, Sammy, and Paige out there on that front line. They got it into the zone. Paige gets it to Sammy. Sammy takes a shot, but it goes just behind the net. Harper and Harper out here on D. Gets batted back to Harper S. Puck gets up and out as they rush it in. Harper S was able to get it right, turned over at the red line. They smacked it in deep. Harper O picks it up. Pass gets caught up as she tries to pass it out. We're down to 7:30. Crazy shot by one of the Tampa players. That number 24 is their star player there. Sammy, Harper, and Paige are into the zone as Lemon comes on the ice for Jesse. Puck's out and passed into the zone, into the neutral zone. Harper S bats it forward. Hits the D player. Now Harper S is skating it in as she gets caught up in the skate. She lost her stick. Tampa's trying to get it out and across that same number 24. Andrew's putting some pressure on. They get right in front of Olive. Puck off of Olive. Andrea bats it up. We almost got it out of the zone. 6:38. Way too many shots on goal this final minutes of this game. Shot on goal again. Harper S bats it off the wall. Their D stopped it at the wall as Ori tries to pop it up and out. It's like Lemon and Harper S is trying to tie up the players. That same number. Their D stopped it at the blue line off Olive. There's a rebound. Olive is trying to get a hold of it. One of the players kept trying to get on top of Olive as Harper S was just flat out smacking her to get her out of the way. Or he's out there fixing the net as it continues to pop up and out. Or he was fixing it before going off the line since the refs were just letting her do it, which is fine. All right, we have Grayson, Maeve, and Collie in this front line. Grayson wins it, gets over to Maeve, gets out and off, but that's going to be an icing call against Rough Riders. Georgia and Andrea back here on D. 5:52 left in this game. Tampa wins that faceoff. D from their center back to their D, over to their D. Gets caught up right in front of Olive. Andrea bats it out of the way as she's getting tied up. Looks on this inside wall as Tampa gets to it first. Andrea gets it. She was going to wrap it around, but she's got she does the pass forward and Tampa stopped it. She recovers it, gets back to Georgia. Georgia's back behind the net. She's got one player on her back. She got picked off. Oh, she got it back again. All right, skate it out, Georgia. All right, Georgia's out and across. She gets tied up at the wall as you see some more shoving there. 5-minute mark. Maddie Benish saves that blue line. She's at the top of the point. Oh, she tries to get a shot, but there's just too much pressure on her. Shot on goal. Puck goes up in the air. Oh, my gosh. Puck went up in the air, and I think it actually did the same thing to us this time, and off the leg pad, and then bounced off Olive on the backside of her leg into the goal. She had her head on the swivel looking for that puck, and it was airborne. All right, that puts Tampa up to 4-3 with 4:39 left in this. Sammy, Paige, and Jesse. Jesse won that faceoff back to Maddie Benish. She brings it in. Good back pass from Sammy into the zone. Puck's out and across. Josie's picking up just inside. She bats it over to Sammy. Sammy hits it out. Jesse's trying to get it into the zone. Sammy catches it right down below us. Another turnover as they put it in deep. That should be an icing, but it's not. Puck hits right back behind Olive. Josie gets it up to Paige. Gets out of the zone. Tampa tries to hold it. Paige is trying to get it into the zone. There's an impact into the wall there. Shot toward goal by Sammy. Goes a little wide. Sammy back to Josie at the blue line. Josie smashes it forward. Back behind the goal line. Jesse and Sammy are working on getting the puck. Tampa goes off their edge of their skate. Puck gets caught in the girl who's down on her knees. Sammy gets it away from her. She gets on one of the Tampa players gets on the ice and bats it back behind all the way across the ice. That's a icing call against Tampa. As we're down to 3:24. We're down by 1. Looks like Harper and Harper on duty. Lemon, Ads, and Ori out here for that front line. Good face-off win by Lemon. They're D-caught it. They get it back to Harper. There's a rebound. Ori gets in there. Shot on goal again. And their goalie covered it up.
Keep shooting, Riders! Keep it up, Riders!
I thought you were my
Lemon gets it over to Ads. Ads back to Harper. That's at the she tries to take a shot, but it slipped off the end of her stick, so she just passed it back up to Ads into that corner. Harper keeps it from leaving the zone. She bats it back over into that bar. It's back to Tampa. Tampa's trying to rush it in. Harper O's in front. Harper S is behind. Harper O lost an edge. Harper S does a back check at the last moment in front of Olive. 2:46 as the puck gets back behind the goal line. Harper and O and Ori are working on getting it out. Ads gets caught up. Harper O pins her up against the wall. Ads gets picked right there at the top of the far circle. Tampa kicks it up and over. Harper S. Lemon lost an edge. Just trying to get that puck up and out. Tampa's trying to take a shot. Shot on goal. It's loose. No goal. As I think Olive ended up sitting on the puck. 2:07 on that clock. Jesse, Paige, Sammy with Andrea and Georgia as the puck gets shot toward goal, but it goes wide. 2-minute mark. Puck gets loose. Georgia gets to it first. Andrea picks up that. She gets it off the wall. No, oh, come on, Rath. That was over. We're down to 1:35 as Tampa is playing keep away. Georgia picks up back behind the goal line. All right, she's skating all the way across the red line. She's in the zone. She gets caught up right at the blue line. Jessie stops it with her foot right before it went over. 1:10 left as Andre picks it up. She gets it up to Georgia. She got picked right at the wall. She backhands it off of Andrea as they try and smash it in. Jessie picks it up. 57 seconds as Jessie passes across the ice. Oh, it does a weird angle off the wall. Must have hit an edge of a board. They take a shot on goal. Olive Stopped it. Georgia puts it over in the bench wall. Andrew bats it forward. Oh my gosh. 32 seconds. Georgia puts it all the way across the ice. Shot on goal from Georgia from the bench. Page is putting some pressure on.
Turn around.
15 seconds left in this game. Jesse bats it forward.
Shoot it. Ice it.
Their number 24 is burning the clock back behind the goal line over and over. She doesn't know what she's doing. That's going to be the end of the game.
Good day, parents. That was a good fun game.
All right, we will end the stream here. Once the good games and good jobs, and thanks to the refs. And again, we have a second game today, 3:30 Central, give or take 20 to 30 minutes on the front side and the back side of that. And we may or may not be allowed to stream the game. So you can join us. Thanks for watching.